Hi, I'm Gil Garcia. I'm a hairdresser primarily, but I do a lot of little extra jobs on the side. I'm going to teach how to make a perfect bow. If you can see this, I got these at a discount store, the Dollar Tree actually, and they had these when they first went on sale, and I'm going to be using the 2-inch bow. This is what it looks like, when it's wrapped up. I've unwrapped this bow right here, and what I'm going to be doing is just going to be doing a real simple bow. This is 8.5 inches. I just use it as a guide, and what you do is you unravel all of this right in here, and I'm using this as a guide. And if you'll do like half an inch, an inch of it as you're measuring, and it's real simple. I'm just twining it around there. Just keep on going. There's a back side and a front side. So the back side goes against the board, if you can see there. Okay. And just keep twirling it around. Twirling it. Now if you, this is going to make a bow about, that's going to be 8.5 inches. That's a pretty big bow that has a lot of ribbons out of it. So if you want to count like from this all the way around, 1, 2, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we're going to take this ribbon, that end, and I'm just going to cut that out. And the reason for that is I'm going to be using that to make the tassels coming out of the bow itself. It helps to have some really good scissors. These are not, but they'll do. Yeah, the whole thing is to have total control of all that ribbon. Okay, now what you'll do is just simply take it right there where it meets, and what I would do is I would just to where they overlap each other, right in there. Okay, the reason being is to make a really beautiful bow that has a nice little feathers, little tears out of it. You need to have it to where we're going to be cutting right in the middle of there. You'll see in just a second. But in order to get a good measurement, if you'll just take it, see that? It's right there in the middle. These have wires at the end and both ends. So if you'll just take it right in there. Okay, that's your guide right there. Okay, and we're going to leave this midsection uncut, but you're going to literally cut right there in the middle with these wonderful pair of scissors that I found somewhere years ago, and I can't get rid of them. I guess that's part of being a hairdresser. I don't know. I'll probably be one of those hoarders when I really get old. God bless my daughter. She's the one that's taking the video. Anyway, okay. Now, the securing part, I'm going to be using these colorful pipe cleaners. And I primarily like to use same color, same coloredness. Okay, if you can see, I've cut right in there, leaving, seems like you're cutting a little bit too much, but you're really not, because when we start pulling these, the little bows, into place, you'll understand that you need that little extra to create that bow. See? Both sides. Okay. Now, I am going to be using a red glitter. You don't have to use this, but it's just to coordinate in case you need, you don't know how to hide your colors or what's tying them together. That's why I started using a colorful pipe cleaner. You can use just ribbon or just anything that'll secure it as a binder. Okay, now you want to make sure that when you tie it, if you can see that right there, you know it's right there, and these are going to be fanning out. And what you do is you want to be careful with your strength, because sometimes you surprise yourself how strong you really are, and sometimes break that metal that's in the pipe cleaner. And you don't want to do that. But you want to secure it to where you get it bound, secured, and then you just literally just do a little twizzer. And I don't know, I want to make sure that nothing I put together can be pulled apart. So I like to, I over secure things. You know, see me using a tape when I'm wrapping a package. Too much tape. Okay, this is where we begin. This is what you're going to be seeing. Having it cut in the middle is what secures all this. So if you'll take your first piece and then pull it out as far as it'll go and give it a little twist out of the way and work from the inside out. That top part's going to be the last one on this side, and then we'll work on the other side. And then you turn it around again. This is the little tedious part. And the more of these little bows that you do, the longer it's going to take you to accomplish your finished bow. So 4 to 5 twines is more than enough. Depends what you want to do with the bow. If you want to make it just gigantic, using a larger size, here's some ribbon that I bought that's 4 inches wide to make a real big one. Okay, there. I have finished one side. Do not fan them out yet, but just secure them and put them out of the way. Next, we'll go to the other side, and from the opposite end, I started with that other side over here on this side. This one pull out on the opposite side just to give you more fanning expression, I guess you would call it. Okay, see, I'm turning it, twisting it, twirling it around. That little cut that I put in there is what's giving it that little separation right in there. I'm almost done. This part is really the simple part of the whole thing. But this is the major secret on how to create a beautiful bow. Now, this part right in here is your, literally, because it has that little wire, it's going to support the design that you're going to do. And what I would like to do, what I would recommend that you do, when you're doing it for a present, you want to separate one in the middle, one in the back. One in the middle, and then the other one to the back. And if you'll use your 2 little fingers like that to create that little bow, it helps as you're going along. Otherwise, you're going to have to go back and redo them. Okay? And that's really about it. Now let's do the other side. In, out, in, out, There. Now, what you want to do is, okay, you see, these are going to be in the middle. And if you're doing it to show off this bow in itself, all you have to do is just in different directions, just bring that out. And then these others, just separate them in different movements, flat, side, or straight up. Okay. And I'm just about done here. It's that easy. Now, my little red pipe cleaners, I keep them right there. And if you will just take it from right there and give it a little yank like that to bring all these little petals closer together, and then just go back and the outside really fan it out. Really fan it out, so this is going to be your foundation here, and then this is going to be like your bloom right in the middle. So now let me tell you about this piece right here, why I left it out. What I'd like to do is, if I was doing a like, say for instance, a wreath or a bow, to accentuate that, what I do is I take this part and more or less in the center, and then I would give it, just make it come like that, and I would just give it a little ring right there, but to where they're going in the same direction, right that way. See, get a good turn, but they're both petal going out, fanning out in an outward motion. Okay, and then in the middle here, if you will take your pipe cleaner right in here, and if you want to leave it on this bottom portion to create the little bows at the front, all you have to do is put them in the middle, give it a little twist right in there, and that is your Christmas bow, your birthday bow, your Hanukkah bow, your Kwanzaa bow, your anything bow. And then don't forget the other holidays, Valentine's and all that other poo-poo. Whatever your occasion or special, whatever. And what a lot of people like to do is they like to bring these two, and they like to put in little wedges in there, or some people like just a straight across. It's all creativity. It's up to you the way you'd like to have your little bow. And here's my bow. That's as far as I'm getting anyway. I thank you. That was my Christmas bow for you, with a 2-inch bow that you can just buy just about anywhere. Merry Christmas. Thank you. Goodbye.